Okay, so here we are with this little front of the house pond project. As you can see, there are several problems here that I had to overcome. And one is, because of these trees, without putting a screen on this thing, you have leaves that fall in here. And of course, you can get most of them out, but some of them, like these little ones here, they just kind of turn soggy or something, I don't know, and they sink to the bottom. So what I had to do is put a couple of blocks here to put the submersible pump here, and then come up here and go into the filters. Now, I do have to secure them here or here on the side, whatever, but I need to hold them down because they tend to float up a little bit. Now, there will be a pipe going down on both of these so that the water goes down to the bottom, comes up through the filter and out that way on both sides. I do have to trim this a little bit, and that one there, they're really high and they look kind of odd, but that's okay. Then of course it's been raining here a little bit, and I had emptied this thing, and it's almost full. So I'm putting a little bit more water in here with the hose to kind of hurry it along. Now, I had to special order this thing here to make some kind of little fountain thing. So what I did is I took a 1/2 inch PVC, heated the tip, and folded the middle in, so you have two little hole things on the side, and there it goes. Now, I did put a valve in here, because what that does, it allows more water into the filter by turning this off some, or 100%. And of course, you allow more water if you open it and this gets a little higher. But it has to be full before I can play with this thing and see what it is I want. Now, because we have the roof here and I haven't installed the gutter, the water falls right about here, all the way down, and that's okay, because I cut this thing here at an angle so that if it's a little bit of rain, then you have a little bit of water coming out that side, and if you have a lot of rain, then you have this whole section that can overflow just out there. And yeah, then of course we have to paint the outside, and one of the most important things that we need to do is we need to take a small fish and put them in this water to make sure that the fish can survive. Now, we've tested the water and it seems to be ready to receive fish, but you never know. So here within the next day or so, I think we'll take and put a fish in here and put them in the morning so I can keep an eye on it. If it wants to go belly up, then I can just take and put it back in the pond or the tank or whatever, and you know, not let it die. And if they can survive all day, it'll be fine. The whole thing is you've got to watch this thing and make sure that it's perky and swimming around and moving and all that good stuff. So yeah, we'll go from there, see what happens. All right, I will show you as I go, and we're hoping for success. Oh yeah, I didn't show you this. This is the drain pipes coming in here. And what I did is I went from 1.5 inches to 1 inch to 1/2 inch. Now, when they put these things into the tanks, the back one is lower and the front one is higher, which is actually a little backwards, but it does, I guess in a way, provide a seal. So this should be full of water and, you know, keep things from crawling in there, I guess. I'm trying to find the brighter side of everything. And then I brought this pipe over this way. Down to the corner, went behind the gate post there and brought it out. Now, I have already tried it. One of the things that I was worried about is you have all this little debris and leaves and things, and I was worried that it would plug this 1/2 inch pipe. But I emptied the filter tanks, and it worked just fine. And then when it got down to the bottom, I reached in there and got the big stuff out, and I took the hose and flushed it on down, and they were nice and clean, and this thing kept on pumping. Now, worst case scenario, if they get a little plugged or something, I guess I can take the power washer and send a blast of water down that way, or maybe some air. Yeah, or I'm just gonna have to set up a thing in here where I actually can separate the pipes and you know, clean it out that way. But there was a lot of stuff in those tanks, and it did fine. The water drained, it went down here, and then once it goes out the gate, the drive here goes at an angle, so the water just goes away. Yeah. All right, I'll let you know as I go, as I do, as I find out. All right, see you guys. Okay guys, so there it is. You can barely see it, but it's right there. And the other one is somewhere around. So what we did last night is we put in 2 fish about, I don't know, maybe 8 inches long or so. So we put 2 of them in there, and as of last night when we went to bed, they were still alive, and this morning they were still alive. Yeah, it's hard to see, but it's there. So they survived overnight. I put some food in there, and they're eating. They're swimming around, having a good time. The little homemade PVC fountain thing here gives them enough oxygen, generates oxygen in there. Then of course a little waterfall there. It's not exactly gushing out, but it's got enough to where it puts bubbles in the water, and you have air, you have oxygen. So we're gonna leave them in there, 3-4 days or so, and see how they're doing, and then at that time we'll add some more. All right, so there it is. Thanks for watching.
ขอบคุณเจ้า
See you next time.
แล้วปะกันแฮมไมนะเจ้า
See you.
บ๊ายบาย